So like a lot of you guys, I scoured the internet and I found a car to buy, a project car. So I'm up at crack of dawn in the morning and I'm gathering up some tools because this car is in a field and I'm going to go rescue it basically from a field. So there's a couple challenges with this deal. The car basically has no rear axles or anything on it. It's just laying in a field, and I need to go to Harbor Freight first thing in the morning and buy some what they call pinch wheel dollies, where they need to get the floor jack out, jack the back of the vehicle up, get these pinch wheel dollies underneath the vehicle, and then have the tow truck drag it up onto the tow truck and then get it here to my house. And I got to do this pretty quick. There's a lot of people after this car, this property. What I know about it is the family member has passed away. They need to clear the lot and get the house sold. So they're selling these cars cheap. There's quite a few cars on there. So I'm pretty excited about this car. This is a car that I've been wanting for a long time. And I've also wanted to do paint and body. So I've been tooling up, buying tools and paint supplies and that type of stuff, and just keeping my eyes out for that perfect project car. And I think I found it. This car is rough. I know it is rough, but it's the perfect car to learn paint and body on, and because it's not very expensive. Like I said, I picked this up really cheap, and so I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna load up my truck now, head down to Escondido, California, where it's located, pick that up, and drag it back home. So come with me and see how much of an adventure this will turn out to be. I'm gonna make a quick stop at Harbor Freight to get some pinch wheel dollies. Hopefully they have them in stock because there's no rear axle assembly on this car. So I need pinch wheel dollies to get the vehicle mobile. So hopefully I'm going to go in there and see if they got what I got and need. There's the first sight of it. Loving it so far. Pretty cool. I'm going to dig it out of the field here. A true barn find. Pretty cool. So I did a quick little walk around and inspection, and now I'm working on loading it up. So I got it jacked up here in the back, and I spent the first 20 minutes or so with a stick fishing around underneath the vehicle, making sure there's no rattlesnakes. And I had to search around for the perfect spot to get it high enough in the air to get the pinch wheel dollies on. So being here on this property was like being on an episode of American Pickers. There were cars everywhere. There was El Caminos, 67 El Caminos and 70 El Caminos, and big block engines laying around. There was parts everywhere. It was pretty cool. So I'm super pumped. It's rough, and I expected that to be rough. I got this car for $150. It is a Corsica 4-speed car. No engine, no trans. Has the rust around the windows, the usual stuff that have to be repaired. The fenders will need to be repaired, and the bottoms of the quarters will need to be repaired, but the rest of the car is actually pretty solid. It's actually in decent shape. I mean, it's a complete car considering it's been in a field for, they say, 30 plus years. You know, all the window, all this will have to be replaced, but the deck lid's in there. It actually has the bucket seats. The rear seats are actually in there. It's nasty, but I'm super pumped that the seats are with the car. All right, this is the coolest day ever. Got the 66 Corvair loaded up on the tow truck. A little bit of work to get it on there, but it's on the way home. Can't wait to start this project. Almost home. About a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive maybe. Just looks so cool. This is one of those things where I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, because it needs so much work. But it's so satisfying to have it on the tow truck and on the way home. I am really pumped about this. Right, here it is, 1966 Corvair Corsa. It's got some cancer. Just a little bit of rust there. A little bit of rust in the window. Actually, a lot of rust in the window, but that's all right. A little rust right here on the seat pillar here. A little rust on the quarter panel on the driver's side here. But the engine bay, flawless. You know, just needs to be cleaned up, painted. A little bit of rust over here on this quarter panel. Pretty solid overall. This car, I don't think it's ever been wrecked. This fender here, it's got a little needs a little love. Door skin needs a little love right here, or at least some patch panels here and there. So down low, it's got some issues, and this fender here has got a little bit of issue, but these are all fixable stuff. Super cool, but it's complete. It's a complete car as far as trim, moldings, all that stuff. They're all here. The interior, bucket seats, super cool blue interior. Door panels, they're all there. The headliner's even here. It's all clapped out, but it's all here. Here's the deck lid. So on inside the vehicle, it's starting to clear it out, and it's got the deluxe interior in it. It's got the fold down back seats. Here, I was just pulling some of the stuff out and checking the floor pans and stuff, and the floor pans are looking pretty solid so far. As you can see, there's a lot of debris in here. Like, there's the original moldings and stuff that they just disintegrated and came apart, and that's pretty much all that's in here. I'm a little afraid that there might be some snakes in here, because this thing was in a field, and it was in there in that field for a long time. I'm afraid there might be a little baby rattlesnake or something in here, but so far so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and start clearing this out and just start coming up with a game plan of how we're gonna go about fixing it. One of the things I want to do really bad is get the trunk open, or the deck lid here open, and I'm hoping the dashboard is in there. So it's missing the dash instrument cluster and stuff. So I'm hoping that's in the front there, but I don't have a key, obviously. It sucks that I might have to break the lockout, but that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. But I want to get this open and check inside there. One of the things I want to do is come up with a cool name for her. I think it's a girl, so I'm going to give it a girl's name for sure. I was curious, what do you guys think? You know, what would you guys call it? And then also color. So I originally, before I even saw the car, I originally thought black. I would love to paint have a black car. I've seen these cars in black before, and they look sharp, especially if this body line is super crisp and sharp down the body. It just looks cool. So hey, so it's got blue interior. I think it might have been Marina blue. I'm not quite sure on the exact color, original color, but it has a blue. It was originally a blue, and it has blue interior, and all the ladies in my house, they think blue. And then I got a few red votes for red too. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep them, but it has all 4 of the original hubcaps as well. One's on the side, and I got 3 here. Pretty cool. And there's the rear valance pan cover laying in between the seats there. I got the back seat out, and as you can see, there's no actual holes in the floorboard. I don't know how solid they are. I haven't poked around on them yet, but we'll work on getting the rest of the stuff out of the inside of the interior, and then I'll vacuum it out, probably unbolt the seats, take the front seats out as well, and clean everything up. The guy was definitely planning on restoring it. I mean, he saved every little screw and stuff. And he was making notes and stuff here. You can see the rodents got to it, but pretty cool stuff, you know. And he's got the original jack, everything in the car. And I think the car and time just got away, and the car just sat. As I'm tearing it apart, I'm coming up, you know, thinking of ideas, you know, how I'm going to go about restoring this thing. So there's so much to do. It's just mind-boggling how much work it is. So I kind of figured what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the interior. I'm going to not do like the upholstery part of it, but do all the paint and body in metalwork, anything metalwork or wise or whatever around the windows and stuff. I'm going to start in here and work my way out to the body of the car itself. So there's so much to do, and it takes a lot of financing and everything to really get these projects rolling. So while I'm putting that together, coming up with a game plan, you know, what I'm gonna run for power plant, suspension, all that stuff, wheels, tires, because I'm gonna go slightly modified. I'm not gonna go full blown custom, like wide body or anything like that. But you know, you say that now, but who knows? It could change. But so like the seats are kind of frozen. They're not sliding back and forth. That stuff, I'm gonna take the seat frames apart and fix, modify, or repair anything in the seat and the interior to make sure that's all works. Ashtrays, armrests, window cranks, all that stuff. I'll start going through all that stuff and start breaking that down. So I'll take the glass out of the windows and take the window regulators out, make sure that all functions, and then, you know, if it needs seals replacement or anything like that, I'll start working on that type of stuff, because it's small, it's not super expensive, and I can do it, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'll start working that stuff. Then I'll start doing the body work on the door, and then the outer skin, you know, and then just keep going from there. So that's my initial thoughts, is I want to make the interior of the vehicle, the floor pans, everything spot on, and then kind of work from the inside out. I got the interior out of it, and the driver's side floor pan front half, from basically from here forward, is rusted out pretty good, so on both sides actually, and then from here back is solid as can be, not even a single pinhole. Pretty awesome. From what I can tell, the last time this vehicle was on the road was 1991. I found this and a few other receipts floating around from 91, so it's probably 34 years ago was the last time this car was driven, right around that era. Well, I got the trunk open and it looks pretty clean inside here. Just the only thing was in there was a bunch of the sheet metal stuff for the engine covers and stuff, and a valance that goes below here, or actually on the rear back there, and a couple of mufflers. But I was hoping the dash would be in there, not the dashboard, but the gauges and stuff, but not lucky. Oh well. So I'd love your input on naming the car, picking the color out, get involved with the project. I'm Brian S. from How to Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching and encourage you to subscribe.